Hi students, this is Venkatagiri sir. Today I will teach you the compound interest. Already you know that how to calculate the simple interest. In a simple interest, the calculation is equal SI is equal to PTR by 100. P is representing the principal or sum. T is representing for the time. R is representing for the rate percent. Now, whenever we are calculating the simple interest, we have to use this formula. But in a compound interest, with the calculation is a little bit different from the compound interest, but same rule we have to follow that one. We know that in a post office, bank, insurance corporation and other companies which lend money and accept deposits, and the method of calculating the interest is quite different. Under this method, the borrower or the lender agree to fix certain time, say 1 year, half year or quarter year, like this. In such cases, the interest is accrued during the first unit of a time, means that is a first year, and that interest will be added to the principal, and at the end of the year you will get the amount. That amount will be treated as second year's principal. Now again we have to calculate the simple interest, and that interest will be added to the second year principal, and that will be treated as the amount of the second year. Now the amount of the second year will be calculated as the third year's principal. Now again we have to calculate the simple interest on the third year principal. Like this we will be continue to the calculating that one, and it may be 3 years, or it may be 4 years, or it may be 5 years. We have to calculate it. After the certain specific period, the difference of the amount and the money borrowed, that is a principal, is called the compound interest. Now let us discuss this one on the compound, how to calculate the compound interest with an examples. Let come one exercise. Exercise 2A, question number 1. Calculate the amount and the compound interest on 25,000 for 2 years at 8% per annum compounded annually. So here let's see, the principal is given, that is 25,000. Time is given 2 years, rate is given 8%. So the interest for the first year, we will calculate PTR by 100. Therefore 25,000 into 8 into for 1 year by 100. After that one, after calculation we are getting, that is 2,000 as an interest. Now the amount at the end of the first year is 25,000 plus 2,000, that is a 27,000. Now this amount will be the second year's principal, that is an 27,000. Now the interest for the second year is calculated as a previous formula, PTR by 100. Now that will be 27,000 into 1 into 8 by 100. We are getting the interest is equal to 2,160. Now the amount at the end of the second year is equal to 27,000 plus 2,160. That is equal to 29,160 will be the amount at the end of the second year. Now we will calculate the compound interest. Now the compound interest is for the 2 years is equal to amount minus the principal. Therefore that is 29,160 minus 25,000, that is equal to 4,160 is the compound interest at the end of the second year. Similarly, we will do another one problem that is equal to, that is a problem 3, exercise 2a problem 3. A man invests 10,000 for 3 years at the certain rate of interest, compounded annually at the end of the 1 year. It amount to 11,200. Calculate the rate of interest, the interest accrued in a second year, the amount at the end of the third year. Let we see that the principal is equal to 10,000, time is equal to 3 years. At the end of the first year, amount is equal to given how much? 11,200. So we can calculate the interest. The amount of the amount of the end of the first year minus principal is called the interest. So that is equal to 11,200 minus 10,000 is equal to 1,200 will be as an interest. Now the rate percent we have to calculate. The formula is the interest into 100 by principal by time. Interest is equal to how much? 1,200 into 100 by 10,000 into 1, that is equal to 12%. So the rate of interest is equal to, we are getting 12% we are getting. Now second bit, the interest accrued in a second year. Now we know that the principal for the second year is 11,200. The rate of interest is a 12%. The interest for the second year is equal to 11,200 into 12 into 1 by 100 is equal to, we are getting, that is equal to 1,344. Now the third bit is the amount at the end of the third year. The amount at the end of the second year is equal to 11,200 plus 1,344 is equal to 12,544. Now the principal for the third year is equal to 12,544. Now calculate the interest for the third year. That is equal to 12,544 into 12 into 1 by 100. After multiplication, we are getting 1,505 rupees 0.28. Now this will be the interest. Now the amount at the end of the third year is equal to 12,544 plus 1,505.28 is equal to 14,049 rupees 28 paisa. This will be as an interest. This is the amount for the end of the third year. Similarly, we can calculate the another one more examples if we will take it. That is example 7. The amount of the find the amount and the compound interest on 8,000 for 1.5 year at a 10% per annum compounded half yearly. This is another type. Here the rate percent is given 10% per annum. So that is for half yearly we will get it, that is 5%. So time is equal to how many time we are getting? 1.5 year. So how many half years we have in a 1.5 year? 3/2 into 2. So 3 half years we are have. So the interest for the first half year is equal to 8,000 into 5 into 1/100, that is equal to 400. Now the amount at the end of the first half year is equal to 8,000 plus 400 is equal to 8,400. Now this will be the second half year's principal. Now the interest for the second half year is equal to 8,400 into 5 into 1/100, that is equal to, we are getting multiplication, 420. Now the amount at the end of the second half year is equal to 8,400 plus 420 is equal to 8,820. Now this will be the amount at the end of the second half year. Now this will be the principal for the third half year, that is equal to 8,820. Now we will calculate the interest for the third half year. So 8,820 into 5 into 1 divided by 100 is equal to 441. Now the amount at the end of the third year is equal to 8,820 plus 441 is equal to 9,261 rupees. Now this will be the amount we are getting. Now compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. Amount is equal to 9,261 minus 8,000 is equal to 1,261 as the compound interest. Now students, according to these rules and the formulas, do the other problems, and if any doubts you have, you can ask. Thank you.